What about Federal Reserve monetary policy? Yes, what Bitcoin correlates to more than any other thing is the Federal Reserve monetary policy. How loose or tight is the Federal Reserve? Basically, where are they on the spectrum between printing insane amounts of money to just printing a little amount of money? And that goes up and down as they're trying to contain inflation, which is entirely caused by the Federal Reserve printing money. So they print money, it creates inflation. Then they try to rein it in by easing off of that. And so Bitcoin is correlated to global liquidity, meaning how much money the central banks are printing out of thin air, more so than anything else. And right now, the central banks are just ending a tightening cycle where they are trying to suck money out of the economy by offering people high interest rates, which is one of the ways they do it. They offer very high interest rates, which encourages people to put money in certificates of deposit or store it at a bank account where they can get interest. And then eventually stuff starts crashing because everything in our economy is built on debt. And as everything starts crashing, they have to print a bunch more money to keep everything from crashing. So I think Lynn Alden and Sam Callahan did a comprehensive report on how correlated Bitcoin's price is to global liquidity, and found that basically it's one of the highest correlations that Bitcoin has to anything is global liquidity. Price of Bitcoin is much more correlated to global liquidity than it is to inflation. Inflation is a lagging indicator. When the central banks of the world, including the Federal Reserve, print a ton of money, that later shows up in this form of inflation. But the price of Bitcoin rises as a result of printing a huge amount of money. And then when the Federal Reserve and other central banks clamp down on the printing of money, Bitcoin's price tends to fall. But it tends to fall right at the time that the inflation that is caused by all that money printing is showing up.